Is this a new era of dominance from Atletico Madrid, Hugh? What do you think?
Not necessarily a new era of dominance, but I think probably they are favourites due to, the upheaval at Real Madrid and Barcelona. It's been huge, really, when you think about the players that have left the club, who have been there for so long. I think Lionel Messi is a huge, huge blow, just emotionally, mentally, to all of the fans, everyone associated with Barcelona. The arguments will go on all season. There will be massive ramifications and finger pointing from the players in the squad, who, by the way, are already getting whistled. A couple of the ones on big contracts who it's perceived, came on big fees and haven't necessarily performed. Well, the Barcelona fans already on their back. So we'll see if they get loaned out, unlikely given their salaries. And of course, the pandemic and the way that finances are working right now in football, unlikely to see a Coutinho or a Dembele's injured, of course, going out on loan, just not going to happen. So There are anchors weighing down Barcelona right now. And that the emotional loss of Lionel Messi is huge as well. For the players in the team, some of them that have played with him for so long as well, just losing the top goal scorer and highest assist maker, huge. Yeah. So I don't see Barcelona factoring in the same way in the title race as they did last season. Real Madrid, aging again, haven't really freshened things up in the way that they needed to. So again, I don't see massive changes in terms of their performance, although they ran it close last year. A change of manager this time around, losing some influential figures, in particular Sergio Ramos, Rafael Varane, who we've mentioned already. Don't see it. I think if Atletico can discover some of what they had in the first half of last season, some more goal scoring potential. They fell over the line in many ways at the end of last season. If they get that energy, that vigor back to their play, and some of their younger players, the likes of João Felix, can finally discover, that talent, that potential that they've had for so long. Under Diego Simeone, a manager who is supremely confident, I think, that they can do well this season. I think they can. I think they really can. And I would make them favourites for LaLiga, mainly due to Messi leaving. But when you think about everything else, it could be an interesting title race, but I just put them in front of the other two.
Yeah, I agree. If you look at Atletico Madrid last season, in terms of their XG, it was interesting because they scored 67 goals. Their expected goals were 59. So they were taking, Luis Suarez in particular, taking a lot of sort of high, difficult chances to get themselves over the line. But also in terms of the goals conceded, and this is not probably a surprise for many people who've watched Atletico Madrid in the last 10 years, but they only conceded 25 goals. Their XG was 42. So they should be pretty much almost conceding double what they did. So there might, if you believe in XG, there might be an element of that leveling out somewhat, which might drag them back a little bit, because otherwise I think you look at Atletico Madrid and you really feel like they could move ahead, pull away from the other guys. Because I agree with you with Real Madrid, got, by the end of it, they look knackered. It was a very aging team. Again, you're going to have so many games this season. You've lost your centre-back pairing, which is huge. And then coming back to Messi, you lose 30 goals, let alone the kind of the impact of being able to drag a team out of trouble. Memphis Depay, a lot of pressure will be on his shoulders. And actually, the question I guess I think for two people who work in football media, I say this, and this will sound like a sort of damning headline, but what I see, and I don't know if you agree with this, Hugh, is that the problem that you will have with Lionel Messi not playing, as much as sort of sorting out the amount of goals and assists that you're going to lose there, is the fact that there is so much football media, there is so much noise. And when there is noise, the story that we will continuously go to, inevitably, there's no way around it, is Messi. So I guess the question to you, Hugh, is, as when you know where the headlines are going to go when it's not working out, how poisonous could this get? How bad could this get? Because previously last year, when they were struggling, you still, at the very least, had Lionel Messi to get you out of trouble time and again. And now you don't have that person.
There is a dark cloud over the camp now. There's no other way of saying it. When things go wrong, if they go wrong, this will be the thing that's brought up. As I say, the finger pointing will be there. Whose fault is it? And there will be prominent players in that squad who will have to come forward and explain their contract situations, to the fans, to the media, who say, you're responsible for this. The former president, the current president, you promised to keep Lionel Messi. What happened? unless Ronald Koeman puts out a team that is winning every week and it looks like life without Messi is a breeze, then there will be ramifications and they can easily snowball. And for me, this provides an excuse to all of the players. You know, the fans will ultimately, by the end of the season, say, well, we knew there was going to be a hangover when Messi left. You know, we knew the season after he left was always going to be difficult for the players and the fans and everyone at the club. And so this is almost inevitable. And it will almost be billed as a transitional season. You know, there is, let's put it simply, a massive excuse so quick to hand to give out if things start going wrong. We always knew this would happen once Messi left. So in that regard, I think mentally Barcelona will be in a place where bad would be able to go to worse very, very quickly. They need to make sure that they avoid bad as much as they possibly can.
Hi guys, James Alcott here from ESPN's Football Forecast. Thank you for watching. If you've enjoyed the video and you want to check out more, make sure you subscribe to ESPN UK.